Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing one of my absolute favorite characters of all time, Oogie Boogie from The Nightmare Before Christmas. So to start out this look, I am just outlining all of the areas that I have laid out in white pencil with green. This is going to be our base color, and this is from Wolfe FX, kind of a tongue twister. But I am outlining these so they have a nice crisp, sharp edge when we add the black, which I will show you as we go on. But I am just going on the outside so I have a nice clean edge. So I'm just using a rounded tipped brush. It's up to you what you want to use. You can definitely skip this step if you don't want to be super precise, but I highly recommend being super precise. So now I am just laying down the rest of the green with the same paint and a sponge. I tried to kind of do different gradient effects with it so that it looked a little more like Oogie Boogie and his burlap kind of texture. So if you see on my chest, it's a little bit thinner, and then along my face, I kind of added more and blended certain areas out more so that they were more green. For my eyebrows, I'm using the Jumbo NYX eye pencil in Rocky Mountain Green, I believe is the color, or maybe that's a Crayola crayon. I don't know, but it's the dark green one, and I'm giving myself some thick, kind of villainy, angry looking eyebrows. And basically all you need for this look is different green paints or eyeshadows. So now I am filling in the mouth with black water activated paint, and you can really make this mouth as big or as small as you want. I've seen a lot of people do from ear to ear, or kind of like down further so that when they open their actual mouth it looks even bigger. It's really up to you how you want to do it. I just kind of went onto my cheeks a little bit. I have a Funko Pop of Oogie Boogie, and that's basically what I used for reference, and also a few pictures from the movie. He's only this green, I believe. I haven't watched the movie in a long time, so don't quote me on this, but I think he's only this green during the part where they are singing, like he's singing to Santa Claus, basically telling him how he wants like his power, or he's gonna eat him or something like that. Nightmare Before Christmas is slightly disturbing, so if you have young kids who you want to show this movie to, proceed with caution. It might give them horrible nightmares. So now that I am done filling in the mouth with black, also make sure that you go over this a couple times to make sure that your black is not patchy. And yes, you can use water activated paints on your mouth. It is not a like toxic thing that you can't use on your mouth. So now for the eyes, I am filling them in with black as well. Oogie Boogie is a super simple character to body paint, mainly because he doesn't have a whole lot to him. He really is just a burlap sack stitched together and filled with bugs. That is what Oogie Boogie is if you've never seen the movie. So I am just filling in my eyes as close to that waterline as possible. You can always take black eyeliner and fill in that waterline as well. It's really up to you how you want to do it, but I just think that paint is easier. And make sure that you go over this a couple times as well and really prime so that your paints, when they dry, aren't creasing. This is water activated, so it really shouldn't give you too much of a problem, but sometimes it can crease a little bit. And I'm just doing a round eye shape, but you can do just about any eye shape with Oogie Boogie. How many times have I said his name? You can do like kind of just like slits. There's certain points in the movie that he has different eye shapes. So up to you how you want to do it. You can make him look a little more sinister. I personally think he is awesome, and I want the popcorn bucket from Disney. I think everyone wants the popcorn bucket, but I really want the popcorn bucket. I think it's awesome, and I don't even eat popcorn, so if someone can buy me an empty one from Disney, that would be great. Can add it to my collection. Which, by the way, when I go home over Christmas break or Thanksgiving, I will be doing a Disney collection video, so get ready for that madness. So now I am adding one of the most important parts, and that is the stitches. I am taking a cream paint in sap green. This is from that set that I showed you guys earlier in the year from Amazon. And it's just a dark green, and I'm taking a brush and just drawing little stitch marks. These don't have to be precise either. They're pretty simple. They're just freehand stitches. I want to know who came up with I mean, I know Tim Burton came up with the concept, but like, what twisted nightmare is this creature in? Or like, maybe he's based off of like the old dolls kids used to play with. I don't know. But anyway, I'm taking this all the way up and around my face to kind of simulate that hemline. It's up to you how you want to do your hair as well. A green wig would be cool, or I've even seen people just make kind of like hoods out of it and do it. Again, you can get real creative with this, or you can keep it real basic like I did. But yeah, I am just adding little stitches all the way around so it looks like I am completely stitched together. A little detail that you can add if you are doing this as a costume is to paint your hand, or maybe even wear a green glove, up to you again. But Oogie Boogie's thing is snake eyes. He's always carrying dice with him because that's basically how he decides what he's going to do next, is he rolls the dice. So I painted my hand green, and while I'm letting that dry and set, I am painting some stitches over my mouth. This is optional. This is not part of the actual original design, but I thought that it just looked like it needed something, and it looks kind of cool. So it's kind of like him opening his mouth and it ripping. So I did one stitch down the middle that is just a straight stitch, and then everything else after that I did crisscrosses. The paint did get a little muddy because this is a white cream paint, and with black it just didn't, I don't know if I didn't let the black sit long enough or something. I don't know. It's been on for like 10 or 20 minutes, so it should have been fine. But just beware that you should do this like maybe beforehand, or use both cream paints, and anything you do in cream does have to get set if you're going to be wearing it for a long time. So now back to the hand and back to the dice like I was talking about. I am painting on some dice onto my hands so that it looks like I have the two snake eye dice that he has. And right here in this shot, I'm just realizing it looks really freaking creepy because you can't see my eyelids. But I love it. I love it very much. So I am just drawing a cube on my hands with white paint. And I will go back in right here, as you can see, and outline each side. So it does look cartoony, but it gives you good definition. You could always use gray if you want to be real artistic and really get into it. And then I just put the little dots on each side of the dice that you can see, mainly focusing on the number 1. And then, of course, I did 2 of those, so they are on my hand. I also am turning into the Hulk slightly. So the last couple touches here are just to add some worms, and I did add some spiders as well. I think he has spiders come out of him in the movie, but I did them in just the same green as my eyebrows, so everything kind of matched and corresponded. But you could also do brown. You can make it look like there's like holes in you and they're crawling out. Really, really up to you. And I used the sap green again for these spiders here. Also, I kept drawing spiders with 6 legs, and I know that's wrong. I know they have 8 legs. Like, that's basic biology in, like, preschool, but I could not get it. So I did a couple worms on my neck as well. You can also do them on your face, but I didn't want to mess up my face. So that is basically it. Make sure you guys are watching in HD. Check your settings and make sure it is 1080p on your computer. And make sure you subscribe, comment, and like, and share with your friends. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.